This is the greatest value, I believe, we have ever seen on zircon. Blue zircon is a stone that, first of all, is a rare exotic gemstone. It is a natural blue gemstone. And by the way, we also have red zircon, so I don't want to leave out the red because the red is also absolutely gorgeous. So we have two choices here. If you want the blue, by the way, that's going to go first. And this will never be back. If you are born in December, this is it. That is your birthstone. Lucky you. Look at that beautiful, beautiful hue, that beautiful color. Go read the reviews. That is the largest we have ever seen, largest solitaires. For all the husbands out there, this stone has so much romance. It has so much, it's a true collector's stone. It has so much history and lore. One of the reasons is because zircon, there's no stone in the world like zircon. It is the oldest stone. It is the oldest substance on Earth. Oldest substance on Earth. It dates back 4.5 billion years. I kid you not. A few years ago in Australia, they found a specimen, this ancient stone, and these geoscientists did tests on the stone that came back to be zircon, the mineral zircon, and it is said that that is the oldest substance made up of the Earth's core on record. And it's zircon. So when we look at this stone, how the wonder, I'm awed. I'm awe-inspired by gemstones anyway, the wonder of them, but the fact that you are looking at a stone that is billions and billions of years old. There is no other stone that compares to it. It's recognized in the Bible. It was said to be in the Holy Grail. It's in every single crown jewel collection in the history of crown jewel collections. People aren't aware because zircon is a stone that's kind of one of those stones that gem collectors know about it, gem aficionados know about it, but the general market, they're not as familiar with zircon. And so when you get zircon, you possess something really rare and really special and really unique to the gem world. And then to get these natural colors that are unenhanced, that natural blue, the natural red, that's where I get excited because I know the value is extraordinary here. And if you can call right now, use express ordering, please. That's the quickest way to get in. We have every single representative taking phone calls right now on this ring, almost 200 rings out the door. So express is the way to get in. When this sells out, only 400 people in the world will ever have a chance now to still own that beautiful ring if you want that blue color. That blue is going to be the first to go. Sonia's modeling the red for us. It is outstanding in every detail. The actual design of this ring is inspired by a beautiful 1930s starburst ring. It was a famous jeweler who does a similar ring. It has the little rays of sun going all the way around the stone. I'm not gonna say the jeweler's name, but that's what inspired this design. The design is so gorgeous. If you like Art Deco, if you like things that have a nod to vintage, this is your ring. I love how it sits up a little bit off your hand, but not too high. Many, many women will wear this in place of a wedding ring, in place of an anniversary ring, because again, it is such a beautiful, hardy, genuine, unique gemstone.